So Adam's already got the kit or the side stripe taped up and tacked in a spot right around the L in police. That door handle cutout will be provided for you on Crown Vic, Impalas, Chargers, as we have specific templates created for this. And then what you see right there is what Adam has done is tacked a piece of tape. Now that tape is a marker, so he can peel back this piece and then find that tape where it's going to line up exactly to that edge where he's just kind of done that little pre-cut, and then he's going to peel back the liner here, cut it off at the door so that the front door and the fender is going to be one application, and then he's going to go back, apply the rear door, and then the last piece is the quarter panel piece, which you'll see him work at. And then right here he just takes the liner and he'll cut it off, really using the door line as a cutoff. And then he'll tack it to the tape, apply it, and he'll work back into that body line kind of like he did before. We always like to say you want to work from the center out. If you have any air, you want to work it out. You wouldn't want to start at the fender and go into the rear door. It's easier to kind of pull up that piece. If Adam comes into a problem area, he can pull up the outside piece towards the fender wheel well and then give himself a little bit of relief, and then he can work it back in. And he's taking it nice and slow. He's working around that body line right now on the Charger. So he's taking it nice and slow in there and getting inside that body line, as you can kind of see the indentation through the pre-mask that's on top of the product. Again, this is a demonstrative video, so one of our friendly dealerships that we work with quite a bit allowed us to use this vehicle for this video. And what Adam's working around right now is, I believe it's the Hemi logo. And normally for police departments, you are able to remove these logos because they're now police vehicles. We had to give this vehicle back to the dealership, so we did not remove this logo, and that's why Adam's applying around it, is because he wants it to look at the end. We wanted to show a final product, a final show picture. So he's working around this logo for that purpose. But if you're applying it for a government vehicle, any logo you should be able to remove before. Again, it will leave for easier application. Now Adam's going to work his way into that fender, and we give you guys extra so that it's easier for you to use. And now he's going to trim it after he's already applied it. You want to trim these, you want to make these cuts after you've applied it to that area, because then you know that's a perfect fit. You're not going to be short, and it leaves a nice clean cut. As you can see when he peels it back, there's no question that it's a nice clean image right here. And then again, he's just going to do another cut and work those creases in there. Again, you want a nice sealed edge so that the vinyl does not come up during car washes, using a pressure washer, any of those things. Your car washes will only deteriorate the life of the vinyl. And again, you're going to watch him. He's just going to kind of finish up that Hemi logo area. You can barely even tell there's even a logo there, and he's just going to kind of rub it down so it looks like a clean finish. But we do recommend removing these before the application, just easier for the applicator himself. And then you just peel back the pre-mask, nice and easy, taking your time. You want to make sure all the edges are sealed in. You can see how Adam is peeling back a section, rubbing it down with his hand, his finger, just making sure it's all finished nice and easy in there, checking for air bubbles. Here's again where we would recommend using a heat gun if you're not comfortable with an open flame torch. And what Adam's really doing is creating a memory for the vinyl so that that heat will always allow that to work into that body line and it will stay. And he's just going in, and again, these body lines are going to be a little bit of difficult to work with, but it does just take a little bit of extra time, and it is easy to apply over that space. And he's just going to peel that back. He's going to cut it off because now he's going to start working towards that rear door.